Welcome to today's session. By now, you must have gone through my previous sessions and understood that the key moment model is the framework for understanding our communication and interactions with our children. During these moments, we just have to ask ourselves that when these key moments occur, are we responding in a way that is helping our children or strengthening the behavior of our children? That's we have to ask ourselves. Few examples of the key moment I can give you, as I've said earlier also, that one might be example, one child is teasing another, or you have a daughter that's in tears because her hair isn't the way she wants, and your son has put a big dent in your car. Such key moments or emotional charged events. So it is very easy to react in such situations by over controlling to get our children to do what we want them to do forcefully, or over indulging. Means to avoid saying anything, to avoid conflict with them as a parent. So we have discussed that each of these reactions, whether it is over managing, whether it is over indulging, is more harmful than helpful in the long run, because they prevent our children from assuming responsibility or growing emotionally understanding. Well, today in today's session, I'm going to talk to you about the alternative to this cycle of weakening behavior. How can we respond and communicate in ways that help and encourage our children to grow? Here is one thought that I want to share with you right now before we really go into a talk, that this is something really I want you to remember, that this is maturation over problem solving. Remember this phase, very important, as this really is learning to respond to key moments in more positive ways. In fact, I want you all to pause to this audio and again listen to it so that this goes inside. You need to say that maturation over problem solving. Maturation over problem solving. Just experience this. This phrase, maturation over problem solving, it means that our most important goals in the middle of a key moment is not solving the immediate problem, but helping our children to grow and learn. Like to learn and grow. We need to learn to stop to be focused on the problem and rather see the problem as an opportunity and the means by which we can help our children learn to become more aware of what's happening. We want them to think more deeply, so they are able to see the choices and can take more responsibility of consequences. More important than the spoiled milk or a bad headache or a dent in the car are recognizing these events as opportunity to help our children learn valuable emotional principles, lessons, and help them make better choices. And even you. Normally, parents get very irritated and frustrated in such kinds of situations. If you see these problems, your immediate reaction will come like problem solving at any cost. And that's why you will resort to weakening the behavior. Your behavior weakening of over managing or over indulging. But if you see this as a key moment, as an opportunity, you will see an act of maturity and you will not overact. And you will not solve the problem, while you will understand the principle, which is the key, very important, in the middle of key moment. Now, if you remember the example I told you in my first session, where my uncle's children are running after each other, yelling, shouting across the house for a book. That day, I did not just want to solve the problem or shut them up, but my objective was to help them think about what choices they made and what are their consequences. And I wanted them to think responsibly. And I wanted them to think responsibly about the choices which they are making to attract better consequences. So remember, that you will grow with mature kids if you choose such kind of behavior. Your whole thing is around over problem solving. I will now discuss what happens when sometimes parents fail to do so. If parents consider key moments as problems and start shouting, yelling, lecturing, etc., anything you are right now getting present, chances are that their children might start feeling very guilty or bad about themselves, or they may become defensive towards their parents and start feeling negative about their parents, misunderstand their parents. So if parents consider mature action over problem solving, and they consider key moments as an opportunity to make the child learn about choices and consequences by indulging in a healthy discussion with their children will feel closer to them and will be comfortable in being honest with their parents and share their problems. And here this will lead to a strengthening behavior among the parents and children. In my next session, I am going to help you understand more about the cycle of strengthening behavior, and particularly 3 things which are honesty, empathy, and responsibility, which are the key characteristic of a strengthening behavior. You can DM me for a diagram of the key moment model and you can learn more, because this is an ongoing learning which is happening with me, coming to you. Thank you so much for allowing me to share with you this wisdom and this knowledge and what my perspective on the dealing with a child is, which will certainly help you. I hope you found this session very valuable. I look forward hearing from you what you got from this session, because this is which will make me happy and motivate and fulfilled, because I am doing this out of love and affection for you. Thank you.